was asking questions.
No, you're butt in every 5 seconds.
My apologies.
Thank you.
Anyway.
Next time if you want to talk, just wait your turn.
United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of sex. Congress shall have the power to enforce this article by appropriate legislation. Meaning,
Like, excuse me, right? I mean, you gotta have.
I mean, I like nice things. Yes.
So what does the guy got to make bare minimum for you then?
A year.
No, don't ask me that because it's gonna be.
good on experience. There would be no test we could give for experience.
No.
So if you're looking for physicality, the prefrontal lobe is it.
For physicality, yes.
Well, then if that is
Yeah, with the Nelk boys.
I'll let you guys handle it. I gotta pee real quick. Am I allowed to pee? Yeah. You guys just handle it. I don't want to be involved in this.
Go ahead.
Wait, you want it on a what?
Live stream?
On a live stream, the Nelk boys.
In the 40s, 50s, almost 50.
predator. Fucking crying for predator.
Yeah.
Predatorily stalking through the jungle.
Never.
Who was poorer.
Yeah. So why do you guys like promote men to sleep with more women?
Then are you going to be okay with him having multiple women then?
Oh no.
So how is that a fair deal that he's got to make $1 million a month to get something that is fairly to shit on women or whatever? But the reality is no one gives a fuck what y'all think because a lot of y'all haven't accomplished shit. Men must accomplish something. Women don't have to. If you're pretty enough, you'll be on a boat with a billionaire.
I think that everybody should have bodily autonomy. So if you want to vote for my right to not.
That would be evidence.
Okay.
I have to move it off of the tube tying thing.
That's what I'm-
But back to this. So back to this. So if the ERA was passed, what would be the sort of tangible results?
Who are 23 and older are going for 18-year-olds, especially 18-year-olds there's 18-year-olds that are still in high school.
So?
They're graduating high school. So you think someone in high school...
Rights
There's
Amendment
a
has...
couple reasons there. One, a guy... She has a greater desire. No, there's another word I'm thinking of. A greater urgency.
Constitution that you can't discriminate on the basis of sex.
You mean the 19th Amendment?
Yeah. No.
No?
No, it would be the ERA, the Equal Rights.
Yes, for his first win on Xbox.
Any man who already has that naturally innately.
Fantastic, but that's a minority of women that
But
actually
that's
push
not
harder.
easy.
Most
That's
don't.
not doesn't make life
Most
easy.
don't,
That's
though.
not easy life.
What do you mean?
You say women have it on easy mode.
In industry, I do think it's a business. I respect it. It's good. It's dandy. I just can I please go home?
If you, look, if you want to leave, you can leave. I was hoping.
Question, maybe he's adding to that. John May. He goes, now let's continue. Ladies, if you met a man that said, let's hang out, let's go to the club, come to my house party, let's go drink, and he secretly wants you, is he real? All that speaks to the least is the most attractive. When you're in a meeting situation like that, right, with higher level men, whatever, you don't speak unless spoken to because, like
That's
I said
true.
before, no.
Let's try that one more time.
The age of consent is also not 18. It depends state to state. It's very, very different.
Yeah, but I would guess that you would want to eliminate that for non-adult. Your dad?
No. Chill. I did not say that, Myron.
Are you
taking notes? I'm saying my dad instilled in me to win harder, to try to get better than an adult. It's that they can enlist young people into the military because
young
based on
people?
our physical...
Young people or young or men?
Responding to emails takes time, but not with Grammarly. In a few clicks, Grammarly's
Biologically male.
Trans women are women.
Yeah, but biologically they're
Trans
males.
women are women.
Yeah, but you're
They're
not saying
women.
anything.
I don't. You're not saying anything.
No, I am. I'm saying
They're
something very
biologically whatever.
No one cares about a woman's opinion. No one cares about a female's accomplishments. Y'all are not that special. There's a reason why Justin said it's
Not
going to be
true.
harder for you to
You're
replace
very
me
special.
than I replace you because women on the things that make a woman attractive are very common and easy to attain.
Open up another tab, watching on Twitch, and just drop us a hello. Thank you guys, appreciate it. And then we do have super chat here from Matthew Shrek. Oh, can you hide that?
Let me just ask you a simple question because girls love to say this. Okay, you want a guy that's taller than you that makes more money than you, right?
Taller than me? Fuck yeah. he
Yeah,
needs to be
taller, stronger, makes more money than you, right?
Stronger than me, of course.
Okay.
Bro, call it shame, bro. Chill, bro.
All picking streamers are right in the thick of it. They send 50% of their winnings to the corrupt admins.
To anybody who wants to identify as a woman,
Right.
it is a change in the very definition of what we just have all agreed as a woman.
So this said, there can be no discrimination based upon sex. Same reason that we vote that you don't have abortions.
But okay, then there you go.
It's just like that. If you would vote that we couldn't tell you that you couldn't,
well, that's a fair.
I feel like I feel like, but what if it doesn't cross his mind until one day you offer it? How about he never had that intention to smash you, but
That's
then
always our intention. And I'll tell you why. Because women are
feelings you're probably going to have. Okay? Here's the competencies to be successful, both different from a boy and a girl. And what I want to get you to have after you have those
progressives. There's a lot of smart liberals. There's a lot of smart progressives. Don't make arguments from their feelings.
Okay.
And they're brutal to have drag out debates with. They're super smart. They're really well informed.
But you didn't have anything to say because you just wanted to interrupt to hear the sound of your own voice, which is what I've been saying the whole night. A lot of y'all have been making nonsensical comments that have nothing to do with the conversation just to hear yourself speak.
Or at least in the scale of what when people typically have conversations about rights, this one would occur to me to be
Who would
fairly
care anyway? You think that if they wanted to pass a constitutional amendment that women could walk...
24 only on Discovery Plus. Limited time offer.
I don't think it's the wrong thing. I don't think it's the wrong thing.
You're not.
Maybe,
You're upset
maybe
that
the right.
men love to gift you shit, brother.
I just think
They
that
love it.
where I
They
come
love
from,
it.
we don't take gifts.
Working doobies. Man
No, you
works
didn't
his ass
say
off.
no, that's not what you
I
said.
don't know what
You said, what if he's like
no, I generalized it where I was like, hey, listen, if a guy's working his ass off every day, you only date rich men. That's what you said. You only date rich men.
And being interesting and wisdom and all that, that comes like far 5th, 6th, 7th place. That's like not as important.
Not as important, but if you, I understand. If you have it though, like enough to attract the man.
Shut up and listen to you.
You don't though.
Okay, and you don't have
have
your
it
looks to coast
naturally.
on. No. You think it's natural for a guy to be able to have good tonality, be able to speak properly, speak coherently, be able to command a room? And
Well, right. So this is the thing. I don't think that it's correct to say that your dad had to sign off on the tube tying either.
I'm saying that it.
Just a clarification, because I like when you guys talk and you want to define a word. So you keep saying the word grooming. So from what I know, what the word grooming is, it's taking someone and slowly acclimating.
God, bro, I'm just getting third party. That's so unfortunate.
On PC,
It happened, but it shouldn't have. It should
I'm
not
not
be
sure
a thing.
that it did happen. If we're just using
Okay, well,
infidelity,
you're just gonna call me a liar, then I can just go around the table.
But what I'm saying is, like, guys would, like I'm saying, guys would not have sex with a girl or be in a relationship with a girl. Well, I'm lying. Some guys would be in a relationship with a girl that they on first date they had sex with.
Supercharge your business with the all-new Shopify Point of Sale, the all-in-one POS solution built on the world's...
Wow, big. And almost 2,000 over there on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube... Oh.
Jivanik donated $200. Ask her how she feels about violence.
And infer that would mean that women who are stronger than other women would just be more violent because they're stronger.
No, but I think that I think that testosterone makes men.
That's why I'm like, I don't understand why you guys take playing games, because like, okay, say I hold out for like 3 weeks. You feel me? And it's like, okay, and then you eventually...
No, hold on, real quick. You were really, like, enthusiastic about answering the question a second ago. You answered it. Now, do you have anything to add to it? I want to give you a chance to say something.
Smash?
I only smash for any relationship.
Oh.
My ex-boyfriend. What do you mean? Find a man that I thought, bro, I have the cleanest name.
Should have passed, no problem. That's all I have to say about the Equal Rights Amendment.
But
that's it. That's all I have to say. I can't articulate more than that. That's my point.
I mean,
and then I also think that when
According the buying a house for the, sorry, the address is 113A Rectory Road.
the
I believe
It's
Sammy is the
insane.
one
Just
who is
say it's
responsible
icky.
for
Insane
doing
to
this
me.
stuff.
It's
Look at her IG. That's all I gotta say. Shit behind it, but there is some pretty privilege that you just get because you're pretty.
It's true. Ugly. If you were ugly, could you live this life? No, you can't.
Okay, let me ask you this:
A
for you
big
two,
M or small M?
so you guys have very high standards. What does the man get in return for making $1 million a month from you?
Well, obviously,
Great
me.
question. Yeah.
And whenever,
Like I don't understand in the context. Yeah, I
would
feel like
you?
it would be yes.
You would vote so that men couldn't
In
vote
what
on women's
context?
abortion.
Yes, I would vote that way.
Okay, right. So that's the same.
To me.
If it actually happens to you, that's different. But it didn't actually happen to you. It happened to someone else. But for you to say, I just simply don't think that that's true. Okay.
And some of the stuff I'm saying is kind of just. The last time I was on here, it was kind of boring, bro. Like, nobody really gave no input or anything. Like, the way his show used to be, it was so interesting.
Relationship together. And two men in a relationship together, the rates among gay men having domestic violence in those relationships is the lowest compared to both heterosexual relationships and lesbian.
That is not what this was.
Okay.
I can actually think of one right that men have that women don't, although this is geographically specific. High status could have certain benefits to her and her children, right? So why is that any different than men preferring a younger woman who would be a better partner?
The most firmly against it never give any. They just say, it's gross. And I'm just like, that you can't base your life on what's gross. If so, then we would have outlawed all.
It's been 1 minute since we last got a Prime, so I think it might have been like rebugged since a minute ago. So if you have a Prime sub, can you do a little test in the chat? And
Say so you need to elaborate on it because he did.
Spade?
Huh?
Are you gonna involve the other spade? I'm not saying you wrong or nothing. It's just like he's
Still wouldn't have anything to do with the right.
well, in some municipalities, women wouldn't have the right.
That's not a right, though. That's just that's ordinance, right? So at this case,
Seem to her that the world is going to want her to be a bad bitch, and that might be, and as that's okay, if she has choice, I'm happy for her. Like I'm okay with that. But to please just
then hang on.
The case,
Then
but-
I would expect to see those relationships work out more.
Yeah, they would.
Why they don't? They
Because-
work. There's no significant deviation between the people.
Two women identify as women. Yes.
Why do they have to transition? Why couldn't they just identify?
Then they're women. They're trying whatever point they are. If they're a woman, then they're a woman.
Then it's equal.
Great.
Large gametes. The other one produces sperm, which is.
Oh my
small
god, I
gametes.
totally forgot, man.
So
Thanks
there's
for
only two.
reminding me.
Because there's only two.
Give
there's only
me,
two
give me
reproductive
about
pathways.
another day.
Was that second?
I was asking her, do you feel like it depends on the relationship they have with the baby mom? Why you find it so annoying?
no, I just can't do kids anymore. Like I really, that was a tough.
Generative AI drafts professional, relevant replies that sound.
Men, young men into military, because at 18 is when they are physically able to.
What do you mean at what cost?
You get it for free?
Yeah, I got this for free.
So these chicks get hooked up all the time. So you
No,
don't-
men are bad.
I never bought a girl anything in my fucking life. So you don't.
As fuck. They're so insecure.
I have the
can't-
utmost
I can't-
respect
a
for
broke
guys.
man
that-
can't put up
No,
with me.
there's
I'm
a
sorry.
difference because in your
No,
world,
no.
what you consider a broke man would be like a firefighter. For instance, like a guy's a firefighter, you'd look and be like, hey, he's a broke man. You know.
The fact that you've been able to say a bunch of stupid shit in the past 30 seconds proves that free privilege in fact does exist. Like, you've literally said a bunch of moronic things throughout this entire podcast. Okay?
I didn't think.
Nick.
My ultimate is ready. Join me.
The enemy. How many times have we seen streamers aim stock to the enemy players and follow their every move? Not this time.
We're talking. I want to hear your just chime in. I guess. I mean, it doesn't have to be now. I guess maybe you didn't want to say anything on that one, but.
One thing I would tell you about the relationship, go back to talking to sons, right?
Chance, like you value that person. Like the less effect it has on you, the less sensitive it makes you. Like, shouldn't it be the other way? Like you should tell men, don't see
I
like
think
be
that has
selective.
more of an effect with women than it does.
That nobody can be denied the right to vote
Great, okay.
via sex.
Sure.
So all those trans people can vote.
Right. Okay.
So then what's the inequality issue here?
That's what I said. So draft them all.
So
free, he'll separate himself from the competition and win. My sons will win. empathy will not be a word in my house.
I love that.
What about your daughters? What do you think about them?
Of course he's irritated. Because he has to be patient with you in order for the show to flow. So stop saying stupid shit, and the show will flow.
Earliest thing that you do that he doesn't do.
I don't know because he lets me paint his nails, he puts eyeliner on, and honestly,
so the
it's the
girliest
most
thing you do.
attractive thing
Excuse me?
I've ever.
Rates, yeah, the one-directional IPV rates, yeah. Well, actually, really quick on that, I know it's kind of getting a little bit off topic. So, when it comes to romantic relationships, what about?
Wait, can
I ask you a question? Wait, can I ask you a question? If there was nothing in the bill, and the title of the bill was purely,
it's all about the prefrontal cortex. So I got to ask you,
They
if
still
this is
develop a prefrontal cortex.
yes, but not correctly, right? Not correctly. So just
being discussed versus just talking to talk. You've just been talking to talk, to be honest with you, and you've kind of made a moron of yourself. So anyway, going back to what I was saying, I think she asked him a question.
Yeah, about your daughters. What
About
would you
daughters.
say
She
to
didn't
them?
ask for her.
You're
I'm sorry,
stupid.
laughing about
Name one moronic thing I said.
everything.
I mean, pretty privileged
And it comes with drinks that
articulate how women aren't constitutionally equal to men.
I think that if they were, then the equal rights amendment.
I know, it's
Majority.
sad. But no, there's a few
It's like a
unicorns out
price
there.
pick.
There's a few unicorns. You'll find them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure you have found them already.
Well, do you think it depends on the
Your fucking
relationship they
tactics.
have with their baby mom? Why it's annoying?
Yep. And set herself up to find the highest level partner that she can as a man, which is completely different than what I would teach a young boy.
Yeah.
Do you object to men having a preference for not dating women who have been engaged in that kind of adult content?
Date you anymore. Do you know what we do? We don't date you anymore. We're not playing a game to create interest. We're just doing the thing that we want to do because we're men.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Said that Roe versus Wade would have been more protected. Truth. Oh, well then, I like I said, I told you I don't know.
Chrissy, do you know if
Just take a deep breath and not overlook the primal nature of wanting to be feminine, wanting to be a mother, wanting to, be a part of a family unit.
that those types of relationships failed more than relationships within a similar age. They couldn't find any significant deviation whatsoever.
I would assume they wouldn't.
Why? This is probably
Sure. Okay, that's fair. But I also don't think that equating what's happening in a relationship is the same as
Starts to accuse the Xbox players of using speed hacks. I mean, you gotta feel sorry for Swag at this point.
If you really love your daughter, you're going to coach her up on the things that high-level men are looking for, and where to navigate to not make those mistakes, like fucking in a car at Lyft. Like, you have to talk to your daughter through that. Hey, maybe you should. Don't put your feelings involved. It's not going to be a fair fight. You need to get a massive advantage, ruthlessly get a massive advantage, and you'll win.
Stuff in my drink so many times that I can't drink anything. When I go out in public, people put so much shit in my drink because I'm a fucking target.
Oh my god, I'm so pretty. So many drinks.
No,
So then you think everybody should get drafted?
throw the equal rights amendment up there.
No.
Because if
Why
everybody's
do we
equal,
need the
then there
equal
should be
rights
no problem. If we,
A 6-year-old going for an 18-year-old is predatory and problematic. However, that is a big issue that I do see often. I do see a lot of women, young women.
So, gay men have the lowest incidence rate of domestic violence, and then next up in terms of.
Does not make him violent.
But you're saying.
You're making him sound predatory.
But you're saying.
Well,
by
he's saying
virtue
that
of
this
somebody's.
person is purposely manipulating a woman. That
He's not
No.
manipulating anything.
I'm saying.
3 different. Oh my god. You rapped? Damn, we need to wrap up this.
Swag now hides in the
You came in guns blazing. You're doing.
I tried. No, I really do appreciate the opportunity to be here.
Wait, we gotta get through at least
No,
all your
nah,
notes.
nah.
Hold on. Just stay.
have a young lady that you want to invest in, you teach her how to sit at that table with that sheikh or that business guy or the person that you need her to do well with so she can make you look good at the table. Not only
When it came to the equality that women could expect to receive that they don't currently have, that you can't articulate.
I think that
It's a rough topic because a lot of the women that put themselves in those situations come from very, very rough backgrounds.
Yeah, I mean,
and so I
maybe.
think there is
They
an
don't
argument
deserve
to
love.
be made that maybe
What if
if
it's
they
their
had
kink?
more respect for
That'd be
women's
Yeah, I'm a
space-
yapper, but they love it. They love it. I don't know.
You are hot. I'll give you that.
20.
You are hot.
So, yeah, they got me. I cook, I clean, I'm so helpful.
Diatribes, and we'll just stick with the one. Can you actually make a moral argument for why it would be wrong for a 30-year-old man to date an 18-year-old girl if they both consent to it?
No, it's like a red flag.
Or me or anything. Like, you bought it for Kyle.
Oh, you bought a fucking brace for Kyle? I would have
Yes.
never guessed. Of course you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what good friends do.
dude, for the man, but possibly create a bond with his girl so you can make money together.
But you would never put her at that table to be in a position to make money. I'm just trying to ask it. Like I'm trying to
use the word manipulation.
No. You made the claim that younger women are easy to manipulate, but I could say that
They are.
right. But hold on, I am making the argument that 1969 and then thereafter Equal Pay Act passed in 1963, Fair Housing Act prevents discrimination in housing on basis of sex.
So this is like
Still a little confused. I guess, but
this is called an AFF.
you know what?
It's my own coined fallacy. It's called an argument from feeling.
As much as they can. When it's like you guys are like, okay, like family dynamic and things like that, and like love and like be together forever and stuff like that. When the more people you sleep with, the less people
What do you
think,
mean by
oh,
that?
we're pretty privileged.
Attractiveness
No.
comes first, but we're not kept through relationship just by attraction alone, just by our
Yes.
physical features alone.
Yeah, but the other things that you guys are talking about, like, oh, being comfortable.
To the side, he's like, you didn't actually win, but I'm still picking you. Oh. But no, I did win. I saw the chat. I did win. They were all
That's why he ain't coming here tonight.
whatever. But he didn't buy it for me. That's what I'm saying. Like, he didn't buy it.
A single right that you think that this is not applicable to, meaning men have it and women don't, in all ears. You say that women can't do abortions, neither can men.
Okay. I'm
I'm gonna have like 5 of her. You know what I mean? Like that's not gonna happen.
Weird.
One.
But you're,
I mean, quite. Yeah. What was that?
I feel like guys that need to have multiple females.
Here we go. There we go.
I
It
would
sounds
just-
crazy, right?
I
It
would-
sounds.
Yeah.
Okay, that's exactly how you sound when you say men that want multiple women are insecure. No, it's just what we want. It's
No,
our.
yeah, you're right.
It's
You're equal to men when it comes to voting. And if you're equal to men when it comes to voting, then that means that you can elect whatever politician you want to enforce your will just like we can. Totally equal. So
The red. Can I butt in real quick with the red flag thing?
Yeah.
Because I if I have a niece or female that I work with or whatever, and I want to give her some advice because about what's going on.
and she asked hers. And a part of the job of me as the host is to moderate it and make sure that questions get answered. So just don't forget where you're at. This is our show, not yours.
Correct.
All right. So you don't dictate anything here. I want to make that.
We'll get through your
No,
notes.
I
will fast track.
Can you
I
at
will
least
fast
leave the
track.
booze?
oh yeah, I'm leaving the booze. That's for you guys. No, I really
I
appreciate
feel like
you
that's a
having me
reasonable
on.
contribution.
Yeah, I appreciate
Wait,
you
let me
having
at least
on.
fast track.
What is like just passing a bill gonna do if it's like a societal norm issue?
I think it starts at those.
It's the case. Don't you think that women should not be able to vote until 25?
I wouldn't say women can be able to vote. I would say
Well, we're talking about women being able to consent.
To them being drafted, I suppose.
So the thing is the epitome of the straw man now, right? To create the arguments against people who never made them. So I most certainly actual characteristic, period.
Okay.
So in your
But the equal rights
hold on.
is okay.
Hold on. So we can get into the Equal Rights Amendment component of this, but you said that women shouldn't be drafted.
Regardless of the age group, they seem to be highly toxic because they're not lasting a long period of time. If you look at the UK, there's the office.
Watch this simple trick closely. Don't ever buy another pair of glasses until you see what this invention can do. These self-adjustable glasses are taking the world by storm.
Aren't constitutionally equal to men is actually going to be a higher threshold for you to prove than just rights. But so I'm even willing to go down to just speaking about rights. So what right?
I just asked my question.
Pull up the scroll up in the sources, the viewer count. All right, guys, there's 10,000 people watching on YouTube.
And what he said was, my kids are gonna have more of an edge than these other kids out here because of what I'm instilling in them. And something he said is something that my dad told me. It's like, you know what? You get the. But
why are you laughing?
Listen, say
my point even more.
Okay. Pretty privilege does exist.
He had to bust his ass to get to a certain point. Yeah, hold on. It's not just be a man. This is what I'm trying to say when I say privilege is invisible to those that have it.
People will always listen to the man. Always.
Because men must become women.
That's the
Estrogen's a bitch. Yeah, she's not
Nick,
great.
really quick. Okay, guys, really quick before we get back into it, have you had some time to think about what rights?
No. Español. Yo sé
I don't know anything
exactamente.
because you're Latino. Okay, don't do
Oh.
that because I know Spanish. I'm minor in Spanish, so don't do that. Okay?
She was reading the comments, sis.
I'm sorry. I love
Well, that's hold on.
No, my dad had to sign a paper.
Hold on. Wait, that has nothing to do with the consent of the spouse. Getting your tubes tied is a far more invasive.
Bro, I like hearing her talk.
She wanted to hear his perspective.
He's gonna respect. But let her talk.
Who show her you want?
Oh shit, he hit you with the same line she hit.
Groom an adult into
This is what I'm talking about
into a
with the
consensual adult
This is what I'm
relationship.
talking about with
Unless
the
they're grooming them into now you're gonna be a murderer, now you're gonna be a thief. There's no grooming.
Was intimidated. We're not intimidated. We have preference. I personally don't like pickles. Because I don't like pickles doesn't mean I'm intimidated by pickles. It's just a fucking preference that I have.
Yeah.
So what happens is
Or bridged by the U.S. or by any state on the basis of sex.
I'm actually willing to go with this.
Yeah.
I'm actually willing to engage with this. So, first of all, they don't at 18. They don't have to be in high school.
What does a 30-year-old have in common with an 18-year-old girl? Why can't they date?
Listen, why do you think that men and women have all this shit in common? They don't.
Yes, please. That would be great.
No.
Women have had a negative experience with a man.
Totally
And
agree.
That is fact.
So let's back up. I want to make sure I understand. When should women be considered adults?
I think
That's why we had an influx. And it actually just posted they banned 65,000 accounts. So is it coincidence they banned my account and I'm playing Xbox today? If you guys don't know, I really...
I mean, it's very machista.
That's the way it should be. Because women say stupid shit. And throughout this podcast, a lot of you guys have said dumbass shit. And we've said, yeah, listen to it. Because there's no.
Anybody targeting anybody for nefarious purposes is immoral, regardless of their age. So if an 18-year-old is targeting, or a 30-year-old targeting an 18-year-old for...
I'm not alive.
All right, so what's the bare minimum? Answer the question, please. What's the number? And then we'll go on the table if it's all right. But
That makes a year?
yes. Or you can say monthly, whatever you prefer.
Monthly?
there's rich people.
Why would that not be
were
icky?
not born rich.
Wait, why would that not be icky though? If this person had all the right nourishment, so that their prefrontal cortex developed correctly, and then the person who's
No, I agree. My dad told me the same thing, and that's kind of why I do OnlyFans a little bit. Like, I do it because I like it, but at the same time, it's like it's an advantage.
Most girls would not
do OnlyFans. Women. That's what this bill is? Is that
No,
what it is
I
to
mean,
you?
like, the definition of feminism is, like, to me, well, not even to me. It's literally the belief that women, it's men. You can't discriminate on the
What
basis
is the
of sex.
19th Amendment?
I don't know what the 19th Amendment is. Do you want to tell me?
Okay, can you pull up the 19th Amendment so we can read?
But so
you watch this show?
He's gay.
Why you watching? Wait, a gay dude watching our show?
I mean, he's in London, and I can tell because he hooked up with another.
Necessary between two people that they're interested in the same external things. That's not what creates a deep connection between human beings. For instance, if my wife really hated, have to sign up for selective service.
So, are they assigned male or female at birth?
They're assigned female at birth.
And they transition to male?
Yeah, even
profession, because a lot of males do not feel like they have a platform in that business. And I do think it's
a thing. If the 19th is just for voting.
So actually, hang on. This is a great question, and I would like to answer your question. If you can name a single right, transgenderism would not say that they're the sex of. They would not say that they're the sex of. So a transgender female is not going to say that they have female genitalia. So the
Almighty IRC says
Blondie to the right is a prime example of not knowing what men actually are attached to. I'll make it simple for you. Beauty, femininity, and submissiveness. Everything else drops.
And into your life, like in order to keep him and go on to the next level of relationship, which is what most women want. We don't just want to have sex and casually have sex everywhere all the time with everyone. That's what men value.
Have girlfriends.
She
and
just
I'm
said
not
her friend is great
a
in
lady.
bed.
Oh well, that is
Okay.
her life. I cannot speak for
But
her.
generally, ladies.
Not always.
All right, you don't think England guy wants to smash you that told you?
That's the one right there. That's the wifey right there. That's wifey material right there.
You said your relationship, you just got out of it in August, right?
I'm sorry.
You said you're in a relationship and you just got out of it in August. Why'd you? Who broke up with who?
I will make sure that my man knows how to manage his money. Like, babe, do you have an accountant? You know what I'm saying? Because you can make whatever. Just have good money management.
That's important.
And
Streamer that sells a boosting service for ranked play. The exact same thing that Ricochet are banning for. Ricochet want to get rid of these streamers boosting.
And on sex, which would cover every human being who currently exists in the United States.
I'll do it myself. Thank you.
Cannot be discriminated
Cheers,
against
man.
based on sex when it
Bye-bye.
comes to voting. So you don't think they should be able to consent till they're
I
25?
think voting. I'm not saying that no one can consent. I'm not saying no one can
But I
vote.
thought they weren't
I'm not
adults.
saying that every single woman that is 30, an 18-year-old dating a 30-year-old. I would say overall, for the overwhelming majority of people.
Their Almed Meatball donated $200.
Thank you, Mr. Meatball.
Imontine 30 and 80.
I think that past few seconds really proved that point that pretty privilege does in fact exist.
I'll give it a
Exactly. Pretty privilege exists.
You've been slurring your words.